Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Crew, including Captain Igor Kshnyakhin and co-pilot Alexander Kalyanov, desperately tried to save the plane after it was fatally struck by a projectile over Chechnya, Russia. The captains bravely managed to fly Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8432 some 186 miles out of Russian airspace, across the Caspian Sea, and into Kazakhstan before it crashed. Sadly, the carrier confirmed the pilots and the chief flight attendant were among the 38 of the 67 on board who have died. Chief flight attendant Hokuma Aliyeva's voice could be heard over the tannoy during the flight as she tried to calm the passengers. In one chilling video, she could be heard saying, "Everything will be fine." The family of Aliyeva have now paid tribute to the cheerful person, saying, "She always told us to be proud of her." Her family told news agency APA, "She had visited many countries and always told us to be proud of her." Once, after returning from a trip, she said their plane almost crashed. "This time, the crash happened, and my daughter couldn't survive." Azerbaijan Airlines published the name of its 5 crew members after recovering the bodies of the 3 who died in the Embraer 190 crash. Kshnyakhin's distraught wife Yana Volkova, 46, said, I don't know anything yet. He's a pilot. After a training course in Turkey, he was praised for having the ability to cope with even the most difficult of circumstances. Deputy head of the Flight Safety Department of Azerbaijan Airlines Farhad Nazarov said, "I met with both pilots in the briefing room in the morning, before the flight. They were in a good mood. It's a pity that such a tragedy happened." Captain Kshnyakhin reportedly had 15,000 hours worth of flying time, of which 11,200 hours were as a captain, Euronews reported. Flowers have now been laid outside the apartment building in Baku he lived in by children of a nearby school. The Azerbaijani government said the cause of the crash was external physical and technical interference. Analysts and Russian military bloggers say they believe the plane was shot down by a Russian surface-to-air missile. One passenger told Reuters there was at least one loud bang as the flight approached its original destination of Grozny. Subhankul Rakimov said, "I thought the plane was going to fall apart. It was as if it was drunk, not the same plane anymore." Following the strike, the desperate pilot pleaded to be diverted to nearby airports. He was refused permission and so had to flee across the Caspian to Kazakhstan. The block on flying to nearby Russian airports was accompanied by high-tech jamming of the damaged plane's guidance systems. The hero pilots also flew up and down as they tried to control the plane, transponder data shows, likely without stabilizers and hydraulic systems. The other 2, flight attendants Zulfigar Asadov and Aiden Rahimli, are reportedly in a stable condition in hospital. Ukraine's top spy, Kirilo Budanov, said the plane was shot down by a Russian Panzer S-1 anti-aircraft missile. The head of the country's military intelligence told the war zone it was the short-range air defense system which brought the aircraft down. But Russia would not comment on Friday when Vladimir Putin spokesman Dmitry Peskov was asked about it. On Thursday, Peskov said, "It would be wrong to put forward any hypotheses before the investigation's conclusions." A Russian military blogger claims the plane was hit by the air defense missile while inside Russia. Distressed people on board can be seen jumping out of their seats as they try to make sense of the situation. As the oxygen masks dangled in the air, some passengers started to scream in horror, while others called their loved ones and began praying.